Hello, this is Conquering History Games, and today I'm going to go over a very popular question that I am asked regarding the restoration of the United Kingdom in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. This is up to date as of Alpha 0.4.8. And I'm going to turn the music down. Alright, so to do this, obviously you begin as the Union of Britain because we're going to restore the United Kingdom from the inside. So a little bit of context, I'm not going to go into all the lore of it, but essentially the Union of Britain was formed when there was a strike in 1925, and eventually the syndicalists ended up taking over, and the British royal family has fled to Canada. So right now the Union of Britain and its unions are being led by Philip Snowden. There are several steps that you are going to have to take if you want to successfully reform the United Kingdom, or at the very least get T.E. Lawrence to overthrow the government. To do that, obviously you have to first take the 1936 Congress of the Trade Unions, because that's how all your Union of Britain games start. During this Congress, you are going to have to make several decisions deciding what kind of economic policies, what kind of foreign policies that you are going to take, and the ones that you take will determine what branches of the focus tree you can go down. For example, you have to go autonomous or federationist to get the local talents initiative. You need to go federationist or maximus if you want to get central industry research, and so on and so forth. To get T.E. Lawrence, you have to have a majority of maximus in the government, and to do that you need to take at least 3/4 of your of the Maximus policies that are offered to you. So for the method that I'm going to be showing, which I have done over and over again, I've done it over several different patches, although like I said before, this is current as of 0.4.8. This is apparently bulletproof. I've never seen it fail. I've done this on multiplayer live stream. There's no reason why this should not work. So what you're going to do is take every single Maximus policy that you can, except for one. You are going to take the federationist, not federationist, you're going to take the autonomous military. You are going to be radical socialist with your officers instead of forming a People's Officers Corps. The reason for this is because these officers are loyal to the revolution, whereas you could say that voting for officers makes them more in tune with the needs of people. What is this? Got some. You also want to be building more units, at least 8 more divisions, which I have happening here. Right, and even if you are going to not join the Third International later because you are going to become the United Kingdom, I still would say that you should attend the Third International, because if not, you're going to take a major political power hit. Economic policy, going to go Maximus. So that's 1. Foreign policy, you can go Maximus. Military policy, this is the key one. You're going to want to go radical socialist there, and then go Maximus with internal policy. You're now bypassing all these national focuses, so you're getting the rest of your tree opened up for you. Just clicking through some of this stuff that's not terribly important for the sake of this video. So Philip Snowden is then going to resign, and then whoever is the new majority will determine who your new head of state is. So you get Comrade Come on, hold down that vomit. Mosley is ruling Britain. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The vomit's off the mic now. Oh boy. So, you then want to head down here towards grabbing the RED. This doesn't matter who your general secretary is. I'm going to go with Eric Blair because look, it's George Orwell. That's fun. So, you want to get the RED, because after you take this focus, a couple of months later, you are going to get T.E. Lawrence, and I'm just going to fast forward to when that happens. A couple of months after you complete the RED focus, you are going to get this pop-up where T.E. Lawrence will offer his services, and you have to say that he will be valuable in spreading the revolution. And now T.E. Lawrence is a member of your government, your military, you could say. In regards to the rumors that you have to have him pop up during a war with Germany first, that is not true. You can get this done well before you have to fight Germany again. I've already taken the time to install the political commissars and the Grand Protector, and now I've input the autocomplete command for the focus tree. So, when the revolution hits, this is where Mosley tries to take over the government entirely, to rule as a dictator. You also will bypass automatically the military interventions and end isolation national focuses. So if you are planning as not becoming the United Kingdom, do not bother researching these, because you're just going to get these automatically passed anyway. Now there's a couple of different things that you could do after this revolution, which I'm going to go over one by one. In order to get T.E. Lawrence, you have to declare martial law. There will then be resistance. You hope they lay down their arms, and then the army will take over. Now, again, that you have to have, to do this, you have to have created more army divisions. You have to have gone socialist, radical socialist, that is, when it came to your officer corps. But as you can see, I have not actually researched any of this. You just have to pick the radical socialist army policy. You have to have taken the RED focus so that Lawrence is your leader, and then you have to make those two decisions during the revolution that I just did. So now T.E. Lawrence is your leader, but that is not the end of it. Let a little bit of time go by, and then you are going to get a pop-up regarding what is to be done next. Sometime after the revolution happens, or I should say the counter-revolution, and Lawrence becomes the leader of the Union of Britain, you are going to get 4 choices here. I'm only going to be going over these top 2. The second option you can choose is that this socialism thing is growing on me, and then you will retain T.E. Lawrence as your leader, who you may notice is a syndicalist, not a maximist. And you're going to lose 400 political power if you do this, but he gives you an additional 25% political power gain because he is a dictator. However, if you want to restore the United Kingdom, you select the first option. Lawrence is secretly a monarchist and launches a counter-revolution. You get the game over screen, and then you are now the United Kingdom once more. You also are going to have your divisions that existed there before, but as you can see, you can't really do anything with them. Then you're going to get a bunch of research that happens all at once, which is actually more research than if you had done this as fast as possible. You could have possibly researched as the Union of Britain. So don't worry about falling behind. Although you don't really get to choose what is researched for you. You'll get Britannia rules again, the post-syndicalist economy, and you'll have to deal with various new national spirits, as well as King Edward VIII becoming your king. So as you can see, he's the king over here, and he is the king over here. Now, I think this actually needs a little bit of work, this particular branch, because as you can see, you're not in a faction, so somehow the United Kingdom is not a member of the Entente. But you also get a brand new focus tree, where you can decide what you're going to do about syndicalism, what kind of elections you're going to hold, rebuilding your economy, rebuilding your army, etc., etc. You have the political legacy of syndicalism, which costs you political power. The military legacy is costing you division organization. You have a lower production efficiency cap because of the economic legacy. So that is what a lot of your focus tree is dealing with, is getting rid of those negative national spirits. And because the world tension is so low, you cannot join the faction that you are technically the head of, which is very strange. And you're also market liberal. But there is the updated version of how to get T.E. Lawrence as your leader as the Union of Britain and restore the United Kingdom. Or you could just start on day 1 of the Union of Britain and then release it, because that's a bug that's going on. But don't do that, because you're better than that. And anyway, thanks. I hope that this guide was helpful for you. I am Conquering History Games, and if you want to see more guides like this, please let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe so that whenever I do upload new guides, you can be informed of them right away. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.